So after a year of waiting for this guy to be released and many cancellations that happened along the way, we finally have our hands on G.I. Joe Classified series. This is the Target exclusive Stuart OutBack Selkirk figure. G.I. Joe Survival Specialist OutBack. So we have the figure and the corresponding accessories. First, let us do a quick 360 of the base figure without any of the accessories attached, so we could take a look at all of the details that this figure has to offer. Now let's talk about articulation points. So what is new with articulation points with this G.I. Joe series? So this sports now the new pinless system, so you won't be seeing pins on the elbows nor the knees. As to articulation points, they share the same articulation points as your previous G.I. Joe Classified series action figures. Let's take a look at the individual accessories that is included with this set. So let's start with rucksack of the bargain. So these are the details. This is a really nicely designed backpack. So we have two accessory attachment points and the attachment point or the peg for the back of the figure, and this is contoured to the back of the figure. So for the pegging points attachments, we have the shovel. So this is a detail on the shovel. And second attachment point would be for the AR pistol, and we don't have any holes on the AR pistol where this is going to attach to the backpack, so it's going to go through the trigger well, and that is the worst attachment point that I could think of. Ooh, okay. So this G.I. Joe Classified series is supposed to be for adult collectors like us, and they design things like this, which is really cringe worthy. So as for attachment point for the shovel, so either way that you please, so you could attach it that way too, or with the handle up. So this is how the backpack would look with the attachment points. So next item, we have the pistol. So nothing of the present semi-automatic pistol designs that we have on market. So this is the Star Wars variety. As for the L-shaped flashlight, this is the details on the L-shaped flashlight. So this is a really great accessory. This is something that I really have to have another one of this. If you're planning to make a custom G.I. Joe Classified series action figure that sports flashlights, then this is a good flashlight to have. Okay, so this is the knife. And let's start with the weapons. So we have the AR pistol. So judging by the look of the magazine, that doesn't look like a magazine for a 5.56 or a 2.23. That is designed for possibly a 308. And what were they thinking when they placed two red dot sighting system facing each other? And who attaches a sighting system on the barrel side? And this is a really overgassed AR pistol with a very short buffer tube. So this is something that goes to the parts bin. I'm not going to use this. But the good thing about this accessory is we have a detachable magazine. So a 20-round magazine for your 308 AR pistol that is designed wrongly. As for the semi-automatic pistol, this thing goes onto the holster really well. so it is nicely mated onto the holster. So really depends on the collector now whether you're going to use this Star Wars thing with your OutBack or use another pistol. So who attaches a laser or a light if you have a Picatinny rail on the underbelly of your frame? Who attaches this way, utilizing zip ties or possibly electrical tape? So that's why I call this a Star Wars pistol. So let's move on by accessorizing the action figure and taking a look at how it looks with all of the things attached to it. So this is how the action figure looks with all of the accessories attached to it. So it looks really busy. At first it looks okay, but when you start playing with it, actually it becomes really a nuisance. This holster and these pouches, I mean, that are attached to the body of the figure, because when you try to do poses for action figure photography, you're going to really have to fiddle with these points, and especially struggle with these attachment points, I mean, because the belt is attached to the backpack harnesses. So when you try to move the action figure left, right, or to a position, action position, somehow the belt would really move to a position that when you take a picture, it does not look good. So there is still a lot of areas of improvement with this action figure, which now we're going to do. So this is my version of G.I. Joe Classified Series OutBack. So OutBack 2.0. So let's start with the weapon. So the weapon, the pistol caliber carbine, is from Action Force Valverse, and that scope that's attached to the PCC is from this abomination of an AR pistol designed by Hasbro. So let's take a look at the backpack or the Bergen. So on these sides, we're supposed to have a peg point just like this, which attaches the AR-15 pistol, but I cut it off and glued the attachment point or the carrier for the L-shaped flashlight. So if you're thinking of doing a G.I. Joe Classified Series Tunnel Rat action figure, then this is your backpack option and your flashlight option. So just do another of this attachment point to this side and attach the harness this way. So detach or cut it off from the pistol belt and glue it to the backpack this way, and actually it easily comes on and off the figure, so not much of an issue really. So with this attachment on, you could easily move the figure in poses that you wish, and it would really look nice in toy photography. So let's move to the figure. If you're not a fan of that big cut design on the orange shirt, you could always do this. So the bandana is from the Sergeant Stalker figure, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Sergeant Stalker. So I've been reserving that bandana specifically for this guy. So finally, I was able to utilize that bandana for OutBack. Okay, so take a look at the left and right thigh of the figure. We don't have any more attachment points even on the shin of the figure. So all of those accessories are transferred to the backpack, to the belt or the pistol belt. So finally, this is a more appropriate pistol belt because we have attachments. So I utilized a different pistol and holster for this action figure. So this is from your Sergeant Stalker figure. This knife, of course, it belongs to this figure. So I cut off the straps that was on this side of the shin and just attached the knife and the sheath to the belt. So let's take a look or just do a quick 360 of this new base figure now. Okay, so we're ready to put on the backpack and the weapon. With the backpack on and he now sports the pistol caliber carbine, his new weapon, let's do a quick 360 of the kit bash, modified, customized, or whatever you want to call it, OutBack action figure. So from the more BC look that it previously had to a more collectible or streamlined look. And if you want to subdue the cut design on this OutBack action figure, there is always a way to do it. So a simple bandana like this or even a cloth bandana would do. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next custom action figure review.